That one. Hello and welcome to the round 18 clash between Eastern Lions and St Albans at Burwood Reserve. Going through the team sheets, we have for St Albans Marco Bagarak, Mate Barisic, Hayden Brown, Sim Brozorja, Christopher Dibb, Jason Hart, Adam Hodor, Jungo Kim, Diego Real, Jama Boss, Joseph Monak, Bradley Murray, David Sims, Shane Vitangangas, Jordan Wilkes, Jason Zero. And for Eastern Lions today, we have Dennis Deluri, Marcus Demanchi, number 19, Christopher Trutzes, number 10, William Ellis, number 4, Aaron Fabris, number 22, Charlie Fry, number 15, Giannis Georgopoulos, number 47, Sevdim Marley, number 5, Arnie Capior, number 12, Sean Kenny, the captain, number 16, Andrew LePage, number 27, Ryan Losty, number 2, Lucas Orlando, number 1, Ziggy Rizuki, number 7, Milesh Santino, number 6, and Nathan Sim, 17. And joining us in the commentary box is the keeper today, who's pulled a hamstring, unfortunately, Keegan Coulter. What do you think of the game today, mate?
Hey guys, it's going to be a cracking game today at Gardeners Reserve. I think I've joined with James Doyle. I don't know if he introduced himself. James, you? No, so James unfortunately got sent off against South Melbourne on Wednesday night. So he joins me here in the commentators box today in a slightly breezy Saturday afternoon down at Eastern Lions.
As we're with the play now, and Dennis plays it to Drutis and hurls it off well, and should be a foul there. Drutis gets a foul in the corner. Nice metal studs on a cold Saturday afternoon, right in the side of your ankle. Lovely. Big clash between these two sides, fairly close together on the table and have been throughout the season. First game, St Albans caught a last-minute equaliser, and obviously with last night's result, Dandy City beating Heidelberg, and they find it closer again. So it'll be a good game today, and Eastern Lions looking to get some good home form as well. Have been unlucky at home recently, so looking to get some good home form here. Ziggy whips in the ball, front stick, and cleared away by Hodor at the back there for Eastern Lions. Should be another foul on Sevdim Ismaili, and started pretty cagey. Keegan, what do you think?
Yeah, as you said, always a interesting game between these two teams. Had some great battles in the past, and I expect nothing less today. Eastern Lions with 2 early free kicks, and key is making these count. We have a set-piece specialist in Rizuki, so see if he can put a bit of whip onto this, and hopefully a good result for the Lions.
In from Ziggy, going to the back stick, and that's a great ball. Attacked well by Charlie Fry, but just missed at the back post. Eastern Lions seem to be mounting a bit of pressure here at the start of the game as we look to resume. It's great to have fans back as well. I'm sure Dynamo will be happy with that. They have a fantastic fan base who kind of like their 12th man, especially when you go to Churchill Reserve down St Albans way. As we look to the goal kick now. We start challenge with Kenny. Drew just gets up and wins it. The smallest fella on the pitch gets up and wins the header, which is quite like him. And Will Ellis clears. Good flick on by Deluri. And cleared away by the keeper. Will Ellis up for the challenge. Falls to Ziggy Rizuki, who holds the ball up. Looks inside to Kenny. Kenny plays forward to Giannis. Giannis looks forward with a great ball. Unlucky. Just a bit too much weight on it. Giannis likes those little balls, doesn't he, Keeks?
Giannis is a massive addition to us this year. He's a very tricky, creative midfielder, so he's been fantastic for us, and I expect him to do the same today.
Yeah, he's clean on the ball and looks to play forward more often than not as the play. Charlie's been fouled just off the ball there. Been a bit scrappy to start, to be honest. Both teams kind of trying to find their foothold as Giannis looks to get the ball moving quickly. Sim plays to Fry. Fry looks cross-field to Drutis, who holds it up well. Sev overlaps him, finds the ball to his feet, plays back to Drutis. Eastern Lions look to start a game probably better of the two teams, which has been similar to the way they've started most games this season. Seem to find their feet early on well in games, and it's more about holding it for the rest of the 90 minutes. And Nate Sims back this week, which is a fantastic addition to the squad, Keegan.
Yeah, Nate's a very good addition to have back as well. He's had an injury-ridden season, unfortunately. He spent a lot of time in Verdansk recently, and yeah, it's really good to have him back.
As we talk about him, just clears the ball away there now. Good sweeping by Nathan. It's been fantastic, I think, in the mid-season when we've recruited a fair few, speaking of on Eastern Lions' behalf, recruited a fair few experienced players who have come in and filled the squad with a bit more depth. So we get particular injuries, we can handle it well. As Sim looks to find Drutis here. That's a good ball to the back post and just escapes. A little bit cagey, as you'd expect in a clash like this, where the teams are quite close together. So, as Arnie is in goal for the Lions today with Keegan's absence, and he'll be looking to prove himself at this level again. Bit of a shallow kick there from Arnie. Good tackle by Charlie Fry. Giannis finds Ziggy inside. He plays Giannis. Holds it up well by Dennis. Looks to switch the ball. It's a fantastic ball as Chris is in a 1v1 situation with the St Albans fullback. Looks to cut inside. The St Albans fullback done well there, held him up. St Albans seem to have got behind the ball. Inside into Kenny. Kenny lays it back off to Charlie Fry. Fry finds Giannis, who looks to try and find the ball deep and trying to play forward. And Nate knocks a good ball on the Sev's feet. Sev knocks it back. Eastern Lions seem to be controlling a bit more of possession as I say that. Nate seems to take a few stray touches, finds Dennis in the end. Dennis plays to Sev. Sev looks forward and looks back post towards Rizuki. Rizuki in an aerial battle and finds the ball on the ground. And we have Blakey in commentary with us finally. And finally finds himself up. The man himself. Here he is.
Holy moly, boys.
As plays with Giannis here and looks forward towards Nate. And Nate plays Sev out wide, who looks to create a 2v1 over here with Chrissy. Drutis gets the ball at the edge of the area, cuts back to Deluri. Deluri looks to, unlucky, just wide of the post and looks to go for a corner. Good block in by the St Albans defence. As Blakey joins us finally. Here you are, Blakey.
Yeah. Good on you, boys. Look, I've just found out that you're doing a better job than I am. So, look, forgive me. Just every man and his dog's out today. I'm out of breath from going up. It's about 9 flights of stairs, I feel like right now. So very early going. It's a relegation battle. I'm going to catch my breath, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. Let me...
Sure. Pass you back to James Doyle, who's doing a fantastic job.
It's like another corner kick. Blakey's just got his array of notes and getting sorted, catching a bit of breath as we turn to an Eastern Lions corner kick. Have Giannis on the ball. Ignores Drutis near post and goes back to Losty. Losty flicks it on. Well defended by St Albans. Eastern Lions seem to be mounting the pressure earlier on from the two teams. St Albans look to be sitting a little bit deeper and look to catch the team out in the counter-attack and just feeling their way into the game. Eastern Lions look to be starting a little bit deeper. And they step up now.
James, I've got to tell you, you've just earmarked your new career as soon as you give up footy. You're good at this stuff. James Doyle, Keegan Calder, filling in for me as I wound my way up Toorak Road early going. This is a relegation game now. This is a scrap. I saw Dandenong City last night. They made a big statement against Heidelberg, and they've leapfrogged St Albans. So right now the Saints away from home, and they've been in pretty dreadful form. Ismaili. Eastern Lions, there'll be a lot of people watching on, keeping their fingers crossed, because, boys, I've got to tell you, I reckon Eastern Lions are everybody's second favourite team right now. They weave it upfield. Trutzes holds it in. The goalkeeper is all over that one at that Toorak Road. I'm never going to drive on Toorak Road again. It was terrifying. It reeks of money as well, and I don't have any. Goalkeeper goes long. Charlie Fry with the headed clear. No, hard tablets and a defibrillator would be good. It's early going. It's a scoreless game in round 18, which is only game 15 of the competition after that break. But the stakes are high, and Eastern Lions, they've been Jekyll and Hyde this year. They knocked off Hume up at Hume. The first team to lose to Dandenong City. Oh, threading it perfectly. Deluri. Ismaili, it's down St Albans. I'm not sure he knew much about that. Did Mohammed Boss, new name on the team list. Mohammed Boss didn't have much support. They'll force it away. Trutzes over the half line. Steps through one, can't step through two. Exciting stuff, boys. The relegation battle is on for you, boys. Keegan, you're sitting next to me. Last time I saw you, I was mocking you for being injured up at Green Gully. I'm terribly sorry about that. What a night that was when Charlie Fry made his debut for the club, and a ripping goal that night. Mohammed Boss clears it. Chested down by the skipper, Kenny. He'll lose the run of it. Hodor out of trouble to midfield. Charlie Fry, just the man I was talking about. A long bomb straight into the arms of your replacement, Keegan, this afternoon, because you got injured in the cup game during the week. And James, I believe you got red carded.
Well, Keegan didn't save it, so I thought I should.
I'll tell you, boys, this is a critical game in the scheme of things this season. Top of the penalty box. Georgopoulos tries it for the post ball, took a bobble. Goalkeeper fetched it in the end. It's a scoreless game this afternoon. A very, very big round of matches. 5 of them played last night. And some huge results. Hume City, Jekyll and Hyde. Avondale now 12 games undefeated, making a statement, 5 points clear at the top of the NPL in Victoria, which, by the way, is the best NPL in the country by a country mile. What a season we've had. St Albans. Flag was up, much to the chagrin of Joey Hart, because it hit the back of the net. Hey, tell me about the feel in the rooms before the game, boys, because it is critical. You haven't travelled all that well down here at Gardeners Creek, which is a pretty little stadium. What was the build-up like?
Yeah, look, as you said...
I'll just wait with this, Drusus. And, well, it was never really on target. Exciting for a moment. A beautiful ray of sunshine spreads itself across Gardeners Creek. Yeah, the build-up in the game, because it's starting now, the stakes at the top of the ladder are high, and right now the 3 or 4 clubs involved in the scrap at the bottom, they understand, the boys, the intensity.
Yeah, as you said, we haven't had the greatest run down at Gardeners. We've won 1 home game, and that was against Hume, but that was actually played at Kingston's ground. So the boys know what the stakes are today. Everyone's up and about, and yeah, especially with Dandy City's result last night. It's a massive game for the Lions.
Dandenong City last night with a new coach, and they came out against Heidelberg. They scored twice in the first 5 minutes and 25 seconds, and it was game over from that point on. Finished 4-3. It was a ripping struggle and a bloody long drive home. Eastern Lions, good scoop by the goalkeeper. He held his nerve. Did the goalkeeper. Brown. Eastern Lions again. Good build-up. Deluri. Drag and roll. Nowhere to go. Waits for support. Finally gets up. into the hot spot and straight into the arms. Well, not quite into the arms of the goalkeeper. He let it spill. It's going to be a corner to the Mighty Lions on this Saturday afternoon. 2 games to come to complete round 18, which is round 15. And James Doyle and Keegan Coulter, who are sitting this one out. You heard them calling the early action, and they were really good. James, I like you a lot. I reckon you can come call with me every week. And thanks to Eastern Lions, as always, as Murray forces it away. Lions, a lot of pressure. They're keeping in the front third. A scooper, top of the box again, looping header into the danger zone by... well, who's the number 7? Here. Mohammed Boss. Charlie with the tackle. Oh, look, he milked it for all... No way. No, give me a break. Well, come on. 11. You put 11 blokes in a big old field like this, they're going to be hitting each other every now and then. I don't think there's much in that.
No, I don't think so. And in a game like this as well, especially in the first few minutes, you want to make sure you're getting tight. And Charlie's pretty accustomed to that, so I didn't think there was much in that. But no, look, I mean, it's the type of game for it, isn't it?
And a skidding surface, it makes it a little bit more of a raffle too. Long and high by Garich, forced away. Oh, that was really good, determined stuff, chasing it down. Drutsis, busy, squeezes it down the line, no one home. For the Lions, Mohammed Boss throws his arms in the air. A few new names for the Saints. They came out firing at the start of the season. It's all downhill since then. Last time they met was up at St Albans, and they managed a very, very late equaliser against the unlucky Lions that afternoon. St Albans, lots of huff and puff at the moment, but going no edge of heart. Spears that one upfield. Charlie Fry says no. Georgiopoulos. Deluri. They're looking all right. They're looking sharp, the Lions. They've had plenty of footy. They've had plenty of footy in the front half. We've got a time call. We've got a clock. Anybody at all. See how well prepared I am today? Thank you. Keegan, you're a good man. I will never mock you again publicly. Gotta love this. And your old mob, Oakley, last night, they're making a statement too, up to second on the ladder.
Yeah, they got a great man in charge in CT, so they'll be pushing this year for sure.
Marvellous league this year. That was terrific stuff, but the delivery was Australia Post and way off the mark. So it's a 0-0 game in this relegation scrap, and the Saints, without kicking a footy in anger last night, find themselves slipping into 13th place on the ladder. So they're doing it tough at the moment. Eastern Lions, you felt, James, didn't you, that the Lions were well in the battle for the top 6 for much of the year, but all of a sudden it's fallen away, and now you're in a scrap at the other end.
Well, look, I think that's the type of league it is. I mean, one result can change the whole way it works from week to week, and I think that, you know, we've proven ourselves against some top teams this year, and probably struggled against some teams that are closer towards us near the bottom of the ladder. So we don't really look at any team and think that we don't have what we have in our locker to kind of take them on. So it's more about doing it for the whole 90 minutes, and we'll get more experience in this league and get better at that.
James Doyle, Keegan Coulter, and what's left of Blakey on deck here at Gardeners Creek this afternoon. It's a beautiful, picturesque little boutique stadium. Home of the Lions is Maley, goes first time for Deluri. He bobs up on the right this time. Deluri into heavy traffic, and he'll cough it up. Saints come clear. He's been really busy, hasn't he, Joe Hart? Mohammed Boss controlled it well. Tracking back with him is Maley, and he did a really ripping job. The left foot angled back for the goalkeeper, lofted high and long, comes down with stars on it. Traversing the half line, the Eastern Lions again. Sean Kenny, he takes a ride on the back. So that's a tough call too. That is a tough call. Joey Monick was going to ground, and Sean Kenny was keeping an eye on him, and he came down top. He could have taken out a couple of ribs, but that's not the point, is it, boys? So It's going to be St Albans. It's a scoreless game. The tension is palpable. The 3 points is critical this afternoon. Long and high. Leaping header. Sim did well in the air. It's a lure to ground. Now, what's the call? The flag went up. Would have been marginal at best. Just a squillimetre. This game's about seconds and squillimetres. Not a real measurement, boys. Just letting you know in case you... Oh, dear. Toorak Road. I had a dreadful trip here, fellas. I really, really did. Not only was it arduous they were all Mercedes and Rolls Royces and so forth, you know. Audis. I got a 2000 Camry. Bits fall off it. And the bounce, well, it's true. But as always, I got to say, the Eastern Lions, I can tell you why they're everybody's second favourite club. They go out of their way to assist the press and everybody else. And Ian Dunn, Mohammed Boss. Ian's been terrific. You two boys have been terrific. We had a couple of your teammates earlier this year up at that Green Gully game where we all mocked you, Keegan.
A few times.
It's terrible. What a night that was. Oh, you see, that was another one of those nights, wasn't it, when you were in it for just about most of the night, and they got that little two-goal burst. Georgopoulos, he spears it downfield, left lane, just a little too long for the great... I love him. Ziggy with the throw. Only because of his name, because... it's a ripping name, that's a ripping cross, and that's a ballooned header by...
Will's been great so far.
Will Ellis has been fantastic so far this game. He's been Will Ellis has come back into the squad this week and has been fantastic going up that left side. He's been causing mayhem, so it's only a matter of time before Losty or Dennis gets on the end of one of them.
Oh, he surprised me, Will Ellis. He's much tinier than I thought he was when I met him that night. He plays big, doesn't he? He's only he's a tiny little fella. St Albans, I wouldn't try him. I wouldn't take him on. That's a good ball for the speedster, and that's really well done by Will, the great man, Will Ellis.
He's everywhere, Will.
That was terrific stuff. Timed it perfectly to hook the ball away from Adam Hodor. It's going to be a corner to the Saints. We're scoreless here. And we've got a couple of the Eastern Lions boys joining us in commentary. We're really, really grateful. FV coverage is round 18, but game 15. We've got a lot of catch-up to do this season. And plenty on the line here at Gardeners Creek. Pride Park, we should call it. It's a lofted ball, and it just bounces its way aimlessly out of play at that tree-lined end of the ground. Bounces in to someone's backyard. They've got a great big Olympic-sized pool and a jacuzzi.
We do the recovery on Monday.
Oh dear. Yeah, the lovely leafy suburb of Burwood. Spinning ball to midfield. And he just waited and waited, Ismaili, and he got the cannon off Mohammed Boss on this broadcast side. And the Eastern Lions broadcast tower. I tell you, it was better than Dandenong City last night. In the rain, I had a SeaWorld poncho on. Looked like a mook. So what are we waiting for? Okay, we're waiting for another footy. So quickly through the results. Avondale, 12 in a row undefeated now. Winning at Melbourne Knights. Port and Thunder, 2-2. Oakley getting up at Green Gully. Hume, bang, Bingham with 2. Goes to the top of the goal scorers. 3-0 at Bentley Greens. And, of course, Dandenong City over Heidelberg, 4-3. And we've got a Senate hearing going on. I know not why, boys. Anything?
No, not sure. I think one of the St Albans boys is injured, so physio's come and have a look at him, but I'm not sure what the hold-up is here.
So Adam Hodor was the man that the physio is having a look at. He was the one that had his pocket picked by our man, Will Ellis, and we're still waiting to get some adjudication about why the game has stopped. We've got James Doyle and Keegan called it to the Lions up here. Well, this is interesting. I came here for a game of footy. Seriously, I reckon the fans will say the same. Look, I paid me $15. Here we go. Throw in. It's Maley. Bicep power. Launches it long. Get it clear by Bagaric. Ismaili again. Take two. Advance the ball about 10 metres. Lofts one. Charlie Fry. Some pressure comes. He steps over the footy. Rifles a left footer, and it was an awful, awful ball for Will Ellis.
Tell us what you really think.
No, it was really good. It's just...
I think that could be a fine for Charlie Fry there.
There he goes. As again, I reckon he'd watched that goal at Green Gully a few times, though.
Yeah, he did remind us about it.
Yeah, it was a monster, wasn't it? It's Maley. No, sorry. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Strutz was legged utterly, so yellow card. That was a fair old challenge. So the scrap is on. So right now, just on that live ladder after last night, Dandenong City, they move up over St Albans. So Saints on 10 points, Altona Magic on 7, who now are 2 years. If they don't win today against South Melbourne, they haven't won a game in the Premier League in Victoria for 2 years, literally. It's not a bad old record. And of course, Eastern Lions on 12. So they can advance themselves clear of the Mel Adriel Jopless, knocks it to the top of the penalty area. I'm not sure about that one, Ziggy. Skewed off the outside of his left boot, and it's going to run out of play. Saints ball. Right lane on that social club site. I've never been in the social club, boys. Is it nice?
Yeah. Look, it's. Would you say traditional? I think that's probably the best word to describe it. It's got a bit of character to it, but no, it's a very warming and welcoming social club, I'd say.
Well done, Keegan. You got there in the end. Scoreless game. Eastern Lions probably had the better of the confrontation so far. Nothing to show for it. Fry spears it outside, and he's skidding his wheels in the mud with Ziggy. He acknowledges the fact that he probably needed a bit more traction. It's been pretty wet in Melbourne for the last 36 hours. It's staying away this afternoon. Luxurious, beautiful sunshine right in my freaking eyes right now, so I can't see a thing, but it's warming and lovely. FV coverage this afternoon. 2 games to come on this Saturday afternoon. So which is the real Eastern Lions, Keegan and James? The one that lost to Dandenong City, or the one that beat Hume? Because they do have a couple of different personalities. We'll just go with the play, but I'd love to have an insight into how that happens. Ball upfield was wasteful. Kenny. Oh, look, they blindsided Kenny. And spinning at the top of the penalty area was Joey Hart, who launches one, and it took some air under it, and it kept on going straight back into the spa bath there, the big luxurious diamond-studded spa in the backyard over there. It is a beautiful ground, and it's surrounded by some beautiful-looking homes as well. So the man down, I reckon, is
Chrissy Drutzis?
I hope he's okay. He's the key, isn't he, Chris?
Yes, he spends a fair bit of time on the ground, but he's very, very aggressive in his play, and he's a massive part of our club. Obviously, I think he's top goal scorer. James, could you correct me if I'm wrong here?
Chris goals, yeah, you're right.
Yep, correct. So yeah, look, he's very important to us. Hope he's all right, actually. Yeah, no, he's fine. He's all good. He's doing his shoelace. Yeah, he's fine.
You worry if he couldn't work out how to do up his shoelace. That'd be a concern. He's a smart boy. It's a 0-0 game. First half action. St Albans. Oh dear.
Head injury.
Oh look, and the referee is calling the physio on straight away, so there is a concern.
Just the head knock.
And another player gone down. We had the same at Dandenong City last night. Players were falling like 9 pins. The theory was that one of the floodlights wasn't working as well, so in the poor light they kept falling over. But I'm no doctor. I did a Cert 4 in Band-Aids. That's about it.
Now, I hope both players are all right. Looks like Marco's down and Losty's back up. He's good to go. They're both pretty strong players in the air, which is always a danger when you're going for those balls in the air. But no, they seem to be all right.
Yeah, it just seemed to be Losty going for the flick on there and banging heads as the other fellow went forward. So that happens. That happens. Especially.
He's a very good-looking guy, Losty, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's quality.
He's a great-looking guy.
Yeah, I think he's got some new boots as well. Just doing a concussion test, but I think he just wants some camera time, to be honest with you. So yeah, no, he's done well, Losty.
I presume he's been dining out on that winner up at Melbourne Knights as well a couple of weeks back.
Yeah, he hasn't let us forget about it yet. Yeah, so he's he's mentioned it a fair few times, but with a goal like that, I think you can excuse him.
So Ryan Losty looks as if he's okay, and he'll get checked back in as well as Marko Bagaric. Still scoreless in a gripping arm wrestle, if you will, at Gardners Creek this afternoon. The sun's disappeared on the horizon, but it's still really pleasant weather considering the conditions at Dandenong City last night. St Albans with the work to do. Mohammed Boss draws some traffic. Losty belts it down that right lane. To Louis. And a play. So to the Lions ball. Cheeky Georgiopoulos. They thread it down that right-hand side. Ismaili. 9-10 passes and going nowhere. And the last ball from Georgiopoulos, he just put a little bit too much gasoline in the tank and it flew off down into the trees at that Toorak Road end of the Gardners Creek ground. It's lovely up here, isn't it?
Very nice. Nice little breeze.
Good little media area. Charlie Fry. Well, finally Georgiopoulos controls it. Long high one, wasteful, took a sort of flat bounce in the mud into the goalkeeper's hands. St Albans had a wretched run after the game with you boys. They went on a 5-game run, no goals, and conceded I think 20. And they shot from one of the contenders to near the bottom of the ladder. That was well done by Will Hodor. Header in the air, dangerous. Well, it's not really because Drootzes is there. Got a little bit of acreage to work with. Stepped through one tackle. Pressure came, did well. To release for Deluri, and the sliding tackle was a ripper from Bagaric. So it's a Lions ball. We're still scoreless on this Saturday afternoon at Gardners Creek. Deluri runs it to the line, tried to angle it back. One, then two defenders came. That was a corner every day of the week, boys.
I think that was a corner as well.
Referees are people too, don't remember that. Do the best job they can. They're nice. No, they are. They're lovely. And that was, it looked like a corner. I've got to say again, James Doyle, for one so young, you are a very, very accomplished media person. I'm serious. I'd be mocking you if I... No, that was good stuff, boys, and thanks for covering. And thanks for joining us as well on Football Victoria coverage this afternoon of this arm wrestle for two teams who really would, particularly Eastern Lions, they can manoeuvre clear of the pack. St Albans on the move. Oh, it comes to North. That was a great stretch. Nathan Sim, I think it was. Popped it clear. Runner over the middle.
Switch it, please.
James Doyle pleading to switch it. The free kick's drawn anyway. The Sun rejoins us, welcoming Ismaili into the hot spot. Dangerous ball. He had to go low, Bagaric, and got the header away toward the corner.
Great ball, Sean.
Upfield for
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was not bad at all, and just hooked across the goal post by Drutzis.
Great combination play between Delury and Drutzis there. And the finish would have been perfect.
Even the first ball was Sean there. Sean Kenny played it straight into Drutzis there. That was nice by Sean. A good first time ball.
Clever ball, wasn't it?
It was. So yeah, we moving the ball well. But as you'd expect, both teams have kind of struggled to score a fair few goals this year. So it's not unsuspecting the way that the game has gone so far. But both teams have done well and been defensively sound. So be the one who can break them down first.
I've seen St Albans a couple of times. I've seen the Lions 3 or 4 times. The Lions do this, don't they, on a regular basis? They threaten. But you're quite right. They really haven't had the payoff that they might have. 15 goals for the season for the Eastern Lions at this point.
That's a good ball.
Other way, Chrissy.
5 beat 3 and more clear by Kim. Hodor, he's good. Kim again spears it up the middle. Mohammed Boss, and he nails it, doesn't he? Oh, the flag went up. Disappointment. The flag went up very, very, very late. And wow, Mohammed Boss. It looked like the go-ahead, but it wasn't. So the drama at Gardner's Creek continues, boys. That was a heart-in-mouth moment.
That seems to be their outlet so far. They seem to be enjoying getting down that kind of side. As soon as the defender, the centre back and the right back get split, there's trouble. So I'd just say a bit more compact down that side, I reckon.
And for you boys, it's Ziggy, bouncer into the hot spot and shadowed back to the goalkeeper by. Sure who it was, but it doesn't really matter now because the play comes back at the other. Joey Monek through the gap, almost. That was really good stuff, Georgopoulos. He had to get it exactly right, didn't he, Sim? And Ismaili lofts one into the front half. Ballooned header. Great pick off. The outside runner is Drutzis. He toe taps it into the penalty area, hooks it back, and Delury was there, and he couldn't control the footy. Georgopoulos charges down. This is pressure from Eastern Lions. And oops-a-daisy is Ismaili in there. He just looked away. He didn't want to get catch the eyes of his teammates because he knew.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a cross/shot there for Sevi. He's been very good this year in terms of his set pieces and crosses, but I'm not sure about that one.
James Doyle and Keegan Coulter up in the box for this FV coverage this afternoon on a Saturday afternoon as we wrap up round 18, which is game 15 of the season. The other match, of course, South Melbourne against Altona Magic. South Melbourne are in all sorts of form troubles at the moment. Mohammed Boss, he's been busy. Scampers it. Well, no, he doesn't. Well, see, I'm not sure right now what you do in that sort of situation. Oh, dear. But referees are people too, boys.
That's right.
Are you cold, James? Oh, dear. It must be frustrating not being out there.
Very frustrating.
It's the worst feeling.
Joey Monek loft one.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you'd reckon it'd have to be. As Charlie Fry hits, he doesn't mind hitting the deck every now and then, Charlie Fry.
won a Golden Globe for that one.
Oh, dear. Good value since coming in, though, Charlie Fry.
Great value. He's been really good, and the partnership between him and James Doyle is really strong. Obviously, Nate taking over from Doyle today, but no, Charlie's been really good for us so far, and look forward to him continuing his great duties.
There's something building down here if they can keep their place in the competition. Drutzis, a stretching away by St Albans. Ziggy, header clear by Kim. St Albans, they're just hanging in there, aren't they? Ismaili decks it, square ball. Kenny, the outside man is Trutzes charged down. This is desperation stuff, isn't it, by Saints? A rearguard action by St Albans when the pressure came in again. Boys, the Lions, they're forcing the issue, but there's no problem. I'm looking at the scoreboard and I'm seeing nothing.
Yeah, well, as I was saying before, this has been our issue this season, and we seem to get into the final third okay, and then it's about getting that clear opportunity to score and then taking it. So, but look, that tackle there was fantastic, and they defend pretty desperately themselves, St Albans. So credit to them.
Well, deep in this first half, James Doyle, I don't know if anybody's ever told you, with the sunglasses on, you look like James Franco, the actor. Has anybody ever told you that?
Don't tell him that. He's got a big enough head as it is.
Well, nobody said James Franco. He's great.
He's got a big enough head as it is.
That's right, Blake. I'll commentate with you anytime you want, mate. No worries.
I didn't say he was a good actor. Ball out of play in front of the social club. Credit where it's due. Anybody that can pull off a James Franco, you're doing all right. Oh, how about that? He got a square old shove in the back, nothing cool. Well done by Drutzes to keep it in play, but motoring clear the Saints.
Dangerous attack.
Joey Monek and, straight into the roadblock that was Charlie Fry. Ziggy, Georgiopoulos looks up, nothing doing. Drutzes again. Oh, the chip ball's a beauty. And the Saints player read it first and read it early and popped it away, but the Lions come again. Losty. Who's coming into the game, isn't he, Ryan Losty? Thundering away was Brad Murray. He gets in a bit of... Oh, come on, man. Look...
Refs are people.
Well, no, they are. They're actually good people, but look, you just think on a day like this, the stakes are high.
A bit of flow, maybe.
A bit of flow. It's muddy. It's slippery, and those sort of things are going to happen. It's got to be clearer. And again, I've got cataracts the size of Mount Vesuvius, so who knows? I could be looking at something else entirely. Oh dear, it's a 0-0 game. It's been a beauty so far. Here at Gardner's Creek this afternoon. We got a couple. And Ziggy again.
Ziggy's once said he'll never get medal studs until he gets too old to play. So I think it's time to buy some.
Yeah, I reckon he needs to look at the treads right now. It's not doing him any favours. So St Albans ball inside their own half, right lane. And the percentage ball from Jordan Wilkes, the skipper. Air Jordan, he used to be back at the Warriors. Don't know what he is now. Ziggy, he's a good bloke though. Shouldn't say that. Ziggy spears it. And, oh wow. Well, he is unhappy with himself because he knew he could have done better. It just sort of edged away Georgiopoulos off his right boot and kept going on that trajectory and out at that tree line Toorak Road end. Have I griped about Toorak Road enough, do you reckon, boys? It's lots of jewellery stores. We don't have those where I come from. We have cash converters. Oh dear. So Keegan Colley, your injury on Wednesday night, what's the prognosis?
Just tweaked the hammy a little bit. Hoping it's nothing too serious. So yeah, maybe 1 or 2 games, but really want to get back into it. As you said, it does suck watching.
Yeah. For sure. Well, how about me? I was crap all my life. This is all I've ever done. Ziggy. Ziggy left footer, lofted far post. Goalkeeper had to arch his back and draw it in, and he did with style. Mohammed Boss kept very, very honest then. Well done by Drutzes. To the line, hooks it back, far post ball, and the header clear by Jordan Wilkes again. So the skipper's doing a power of work to keep Eastern Lions at bay. I reckon it's a corner to the Lions, but my theory is, and I always think that the longer you persist and play really well and create the chances, but you don't get the payoff psychologically, I think it drains you a little, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It happened to us against St Albans first round, and What was the other game that they scored at? Altona.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it just seems like you could be here till 10 o'clock and not score at the moment. So hopefully we can get an opportunity soon.
it's coming.
Turok Road will be fairly clear. At least I'll get a free drive back home to the west. Dear, oh dear. But you do see it, and your defence holds firm, and your midfield's dominating, and you're creating chances, and they go wide, and you get a bit of wood, and you miss a couple, and heads start to drop. Hopefully that doesn't happen. First half here at Gardners Creek this afternoon. A couple of the Lion Stars setting it out this afternoon. And joining us in commentary. And again, thanks to Ian Dunn and Eastern Lions for their hospitality, as always. Good stuff. As Kenny puts it way, way up and over the commentary area. Throw in taken by Hart. Well, it was taken poorly by Hart, so Lions will get the throw. Oh, that was cheeky by Delury. Ball out of play. There's a real sense of energy, isn't it, on the two benches? They're up and about and barking instructions. Stakes are very, very high. Just live ladder right now, if it stays the way it is, Lions will go to 13 points and a game clear. No, not a game clear, 2 points clear, and St Albans would go to 11 and move out of the bottom two. Well, the Dandenong City win over Heidelberg last night proved a point, because if you come out with intent, it's no point in being intimidated, and they weren't, and they whacked a couple of goals home, and it was all over Red Rover. Anybody can beat anybody. The Victorian Premier League, it's an absolute beauty. A-grade, blue ribbon stuff. Georgiopoulos with the stretch, did well to hook it back. Charlie Fry at half field. Oh, Drutz again. This time he spreads it for Ziggy. Ziggy into the danger zone, and he powers it toward the near post and straight into the arms of the St Albans goalkeeper. So it's scoreless still, boys. Anybody got a clock on this one?
We're about 3 minutes added on now, Blakey, I think.
There is nothing about you, James Doyle, that I don't like right now. Nothing. You're a good man. Yes, more my approval means nothing in the scheme of things. You'll grow to understand that as you mature. And but no, thanks, boys. You've been absolutely great sports, and it's good to have I always think it's really good to have the insight of the people that are involved in the game currently, rather than people that think they're Martin bloody Tyler, Oh dear. So we're. Did you say 3 minutes? Didn't you, James? Scoreless game on this glorious wintry Saturday afternoon in Melbourne. It's the Lions hosting the Saints in this 15th actual game, but 18th round of the competition. They've reconfigured it because we had that 3-week break. Mad scramble, WWE style in the penalty area. Ball corralled in the corner. Can't manoeuvre into the danger zone. Ball out of play. He's played his heart out, Drutz. He runs everywhere, doesn't he? He's a beauty. Can't see a damn thing down there. I've got a combination of sun and this, whatever this is, mesh. But that's all right. It's a 0-0 game. We're in stoppage time in the first half. James Doyle and Keegan Calder joining us in commentary. Clearing ball. Something right on the cusp of half-time. I'll tell you what, that would G the spirits. Adam Hodor stretches the hammies, belts into the front half with purpose, draws a crowd. They're saying, yeah, it was, and the rifle shot was a good pick-off. It was a great pick-off by the goalkeeper. Come again, Hamid Boss. Oh, gee. Well, they're everywhere but on scoring, and Will Ellis on the line anticipated. Mad scramble before the interval. Wow, great stuff, top stuff. Adrenaline rush. They should have scored, St Albans then. And the goalkeeper and Will Ellis both made heroes of themselves.
That's the type of thing that will get us, Blake, is when we're manning the pressure and then we commit a few plays forward and they can get us on the break. So we need to be wary of that. And at half time, I'm sure Costi will be thinking of ways he can defend that going into the second half.
He's a bit of a dasher, Adam Hodor, and he showed his style then. So Lions maybe will get one last roll of the roulette wheel. It's a terrible feeling, boys. $10 left. This is it, you know. And the whistle goes. The curtain drops on this drama here at Gardeners Creek on this Saturday afternoon. Round 18 of the competition. 2 games come this afternoon. Critical game for both sides, and as we speak, it's a 0-0 game and still plenty on the line and 45 to come. Quick summary from Keegan Calder and James Doyle, the superstars who are sitting it out this afternoon.
I think James summed it up before. We've been persisting all half, but they might get one chance on the counter, and unfortunately something could come of it. As he said as well, Costi will have something to add on to the boys, and hopefully we can actually score a goal this second half.
So I reckon they're 2 players short of a winning combination, boys. That's you two right now. It's a scoreless game at half time. FE coverage. Stay with us. Plenty of this drill ride to come. Again, it's actually a gorgeous winter's afternoon. It's 0-0 at the break. So much on the line this afternoon for the Saints and the Lions. They're both looking to make a change as the second half, the sands of time sifting through to the start of the second half. The Saints came out a little bit late, and now they're doing a fairly acrobatic warm-up. That was spectacular stuff. Aaron Fabrice is coming on for Lions, and
Sevdim's coming off.
Sevdim was mailing. I think Costi wanted a bit more pace down the right-hand side, and obviously Sev played a full game on Wednesday night as well. So and he's played majority of games for us this season. So just a bit of a change up there from Costi.
So both sides have gone to the bench. The stakes are high. 45 to come. Ready to rock and roll in this second half. Strap yourselves in at home. I reckon it's going to be a monster. We've got James Doyle with us from the Lions, as well as Keegan Calder, the number one goalkeeper, and they're both pretty angsty at half time, telling me how much they wish they were out there, and I had to sort of keep them at bay. I think they wanted to whack me. That's how angry they are, not being part of this huge battle. Brad Murray went long and high, crashing to the ground was Mohammed Boss. Far side, left lane for the Saints, forward half. So we head toward late afternoon, just a bit of a chill across the ground, but it's been a splendid afternoon. I reckon there's a couple of goals in this one. I'll give you the stat in a minute, boys, but Eastern Lions, Charlie Fry with the up and under. Tracking back was Jordan Wilkes, takes the percentage ball back to his goalkeeper. Deluri, I think it was, chasing him down, keeping him honest. Chest down by Will Ellis. Look, he plays big. Stick him in a tracksuit on a cold night. He doesn't look nearly as bold as he does right now, but he's terrific. Will Ellis. Charlie Fry. Now, in the first half, that was a free kick. Well, let it roll like that for the second half. Ref, please do that. Run by Hart. Goes outside. Mohammed Boss. Charlie Fry says denied on this occasion. Georgiopoulos pops the header clear. Deluri angled off it, unbalanced, and he just stumbled away. And, well, the second half started with a bit of attitude. Willing a few big whacks and had to talk about old times, which was good stuff. Times I remember. Charlie Fry, the open man, Ziggy. I hope he's got some long studs in. Ziggy, that was Need over the top for Will, who had to chase it down, and the clearance was good. It was a great read in the end. And out of play, Willis getting forward. Thanks again to Eastern Lions for all their hospitality down here at Gardeners Creek. Sean Kenny, the skipper, Ziggy. Short ball, Kenny. Charlie, right foot. That went airborne, stayed airborne, and North Korean rocket style, way, way off the target. Don't laugh. Kim Jong will be on the telephone in a minute. Oh, dear. So it's a scoreless game, a beautiful afternoon, plenty on the line. What's your feeling, boys? I know it's early going, but I reckon there's a sense of nervous energy about the place.
There is a sense of nervous energy. I think down at the club we've got something. Every time we come back out for the second half, we get a little bit shaky for the first 5 or 10. So I think it's best we consolidate now and hopefully get some chances after the first 10.
I've got an idea. Why don't you start the second half 5 minutes before it starts and just have a kick around amongst yourselves? Mohammed Boss. And away they come. Saints won't give up the ghost. They've improved their form significantly in recent weeks. Charlie Fry, commanding presence back there. Hook downfield. That was Georgiopoulos. This is good stuff. Deluri, Ziggy, bang, should be in. Was over the line from here. It was over the line from here. That's a goal. And Ziggy sends it spinning under the goalkeeper. It's a go-ahead goal. Early second half, and the Lions, a bit of pressure relief. We've popped the cork. But don't start drinking the champagne yet. It's 1-0 to the Lions. And Ziggy gets the match open. I reckon he's got new studs in, boys.
Now, if I'm correct, I think Ziggy missed that.
I
think it hit the post
I'm
and
actually just watching the replay now.
came back off the goalkeeper. So that could be a fine for a missed sitter for Ziggy. That's a tenner.
No,
The goalkeeper, I think, Blakey.
that'd be cruel. He's got the bun back in place. You know he means business when he's got the hair hat going. Oh, dear. So the Eastern Lions get the go-ahead. But I tell you what, it ain't over till it's over in the NPL here in Victoria, boys. Worked out last night. 103 of 280 goals this year have been scored in the last 15 minutes of games.
Wow, good stat.
Thank you. Shows you what little life I have to go to. I just do this stuff at home. Oh, Ziggy. Whoa. And they both had to be brave, but in the end it was Jordan Wilkes did the job. Former Heidelberg player. The skipper of the Saints. So Wilkes bellowing instructions to his teammates. The Lions have taken the lead. They want to deny Ziggy. These two blokes up here, terrible business. He's terrific. Ziggy Rizuki. Throw in. Shark by the Saints. Charlie Fry got it through traffic. Good stuff. George Oplis, the open man, is the top scorer for the club this year, but he's going to have to chase it down. It was great stuff by the defender. Ball hits half field. Now Saints want a piece of this. They've got some work to do. Risovic and Will was just measured and calm in a crisis. Keegan, do you watch on when you've got you're out and you've got the other goalkeeper, and do you watch and hope he'll make a mistake?
Nah. You're right. No. Never hoping for Arnie to make a mistake. He's doing a great job so far, and he's had to play in games where where I've been injured or whatever it is, and he's done well. So credit to him.
Ellis found space where he didn't expect it. It threaded it through for Deluri, and again, couldn't have been much. Could not have been much. Great delivery by Will Ellis, and Deluri maybe half a step offside. And all of my notes just blew down the tunnel and out of the tower. So good luck with that. Oh dear. Hopefully somebody will notice that and help me out, boys. Dear oh dear. I reckon there's just some brooding dark clouds heading in. Oh, see. What do you reckon, boys?
He's their danger man, Joey Monek. He's a really good fullback for them. I think, not a bad foul from Chrissy there. I don't know, good professional foul, I think.
Yeah, I think when Joey Monash breaks down that left-hand side, it can be dangerous. And I think last time he played against us, he also played left wing. So he's playing a little bit of a deeper role today, but he's nevertheless still dangerous. So good foul there from Chrissy.
Now, bearing in mind too, back in round, I think it was round 4 when you went up to St Albans. They got, I think the Eagle Eyes was deep in that one. It was a 1-1 game.
It's a tough place to go, Blakey, especially with those fans. They can get pretty hostile in the last.
You're a super. Whoever that man is. I love. You know why I love coming down here? Everybody's nice at Eastern Lions. Everybody's nice at Eastern Lions. Whoever that chap was.
Yeah, that was Owen Reid.
Well,
Owen Reid,
He's a club stalwart, Owen Reid. He's an absolute legend.
he's a beauty. Same hair colour as mine too.
He's got the Phil Foden look.
St Albans. Oh, Charlie with them. That was a very meaty challenge, and the penalty is conceded. Wow, Charlie went in hard, and the referee probably saw it accurately, I reckon, in the end, boys.
Come on, Arnie. All faith in him, he can do it.
So Kapayua will face down. Who's going to take the pen?
Is that Joey?
I reckon it's Joey Monek, the boy you were just talking about. So, drama here at Gardner's Creek. The Lions went ahead Early second half and now a penalty. St Albans so much, maybe even the season rests on this. Capior nervous, dancing on his toes, and Joey Monek radar-like gaze across the vista in front of him, the number 11. You feel the pressure. Penalty to equalise, and he took the goalkeeper the wrong way, and Joey Monek has a word with Charlie Fry on the way past. The competitive edge has ramped up to 11 now. He just had a chat to Charlie on the way past. It's 1-1, boys.
Yeah, look, having a look at the replay there, it seemed to be that Will just to tangle the feet going into the box there. So it was one of those things where both players are running and it just seems to tangle feet, you know. So there was nothing you could do. Both players wanted to go for the ball, and it's just one of those things. So next goal.
So there is an edge to this one now, and we are back on level terms. It's a thrill ride. White knuckle, go and grab a snack right now, because this football game has got a lot. Well, thrilling. Yeah, no, and this is the way it's going to be played. Hopefully, the referee is at least.
Refs are people.
No, they're lovely people. I love them.
He's a great ref. Is this Adam Bavkar? Adam? I'm not sure. He's got a young brother.
He's had a couple of A-League experiences, hasn't he?
No, he's a fantastic ref. He's really good. I like him.
You just want when the boys want to get physical, and it's fairly clear that both sides are up for it. Oh, just let them ride it out a little bit, you know.
Yeah, a little bit of flow is always good.
So, big booming goalkeeping kick. Charlie Fry goes up in the air against Hart. Long bomb clear. Deluri underneath it. Header away by Bagaric. It's going to be a Lions ball. They want to release it quickly. Losty drag and roll was brilliant out of traffic. Good stuff. Squeeze down the line. It's Deluri on the turn. Georgopoulos is there. He's drawn a crowd, hasn't he? And it takes a cannon away. And Bagaric forces it clear. Only as far as Fabrice is the man on the half-time for the Lions. This is getting good. This is getting interesting now at Gardner's Creek. Capior off his line, and he just scoops it up gently, and clutches it to his chest. His heart will be beating fast. It'll all be out there. The adrenaline will be coursing, I reckon. Second half action is 1-1. Charlie Fry, straight up Route 1. Ziggy spins. This is going to be a beauty, boys. I don't know. Sometimes you get a feeling when you're up watching the games. You just know it's amped up, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Both teams have come out with a bit of intent in this second half, and as we've seen, 1-1 early. I think there's got to be a few more goals in this game.
I think as well. I mean, these are the types of moments in games where it can go either way. So you're looking for a couple of players to really take the game by the scruff of the neck. So your key players, to get on the ball and to look to play forward and create something. And so we'll see who can do that for either team.
The voice of James Doyle, and just then and before him, Keegan Calder joining us in commentary. A couple of Eastern Lions, a couple of wounded Lions. Well, not the wounded Lions. One of them got sent off. But out of action this afternoon. Love to be out there. The thrill of the contest as these two big old bears go head-to-head at Gardner's Creek. Charlie Fry, Ziggy, got the match opener. Nowhere to go. Pressure coming now from the Saints. They're running on top of the ground after the equaliser. Deluri Ellis. Oh, delivery was good. Deluri tracks it down. Nowhere to go. Pulls it for his right foot. Waiting to unload. Off the defender. It'll cannon clear. Rasich angled it right-left for Mohammed Boss. New player in the team. He just got a shove, and that's the way. Just let it go. Jordan Wilkes, straight up Route 1. Saints coming from behind. Bouncing ball over the top. Will Ellis, you little beauty.
He's a gun, Will Ellis. We love Will down at the club. We love him.
He plays big, boy. I've said that before. He's tiny, really, in real life, but he's fantastic. And he had to time that impeccably, and he did, and got the left foot in. Out of play, Saints though, with the throw-in. With a penalty just a couple of moments ago to get back in the game, the substitute. And Charlie Fry says, stop sign is right here. Out of play at the Toorak Road end. And right now I'm starting to think maybe that journey, that horrible, horrible travails of coming down Toorak Road was worth it, boys. This is a thriller. This is a beauty.
Toorak Road's not going to like you after this, Blakey.
I don't care. They can pay me not to come again. I'll tell you what, they got a few bucks. Oh, bumper to bumper it was. Mercs and Cadillacs, I think there was. There's a gold-studded Rolls. Oh, there's a player down. He's copped a whack. There's been it was a bit of a melee there. It's Jordan Wilkes, the skipper. He doesn't go down cheaply, so somebody's delivered a welcome package. Now there's a bit of push and shove.
Just a few handbags.
I'm not getting out there. Oh dear. It's a 1-1 game under the late afternoon skies here in leafy Burwood on this Saturday afternoon. 15th game of the season. And right now, again, this relegation scrap is on. Saints now move clear of the bottom two again. Not by much. Ziggy near post header. It's a big old header. That's terrific stuff. Georgiopoulos. Well, he was the meat in a St Albans sandwich. And Charlie Friday, he can't call that. That was... Oh, I tell you what, I watch the Tony Awards every year. It wasn't even worthy of one of those. Drutsis. Oh, terrific stuff. Now the battle is on. They've drawn the 6 guns. It's high noon. Mohamed Boss into traffic and forced away. If you're going to set it out, boys, you want to set it out for a game like this one as Drutsis hits the deck.
These are the worst ones to set out, to be honest. You want to be out there and playing on a day like this, so no, definitely feeling it.
Well, that's actually an excellent point, and I should have thought that through. Oh dear. It's a 1-1 game. Ziggy getting the go-ahead and a penalty at the other end. Successfully converted by Joey Monick, and it's 1-1. The breeze is definitely starting to gust up toward to that end, the tree-lined, rich backyard end of the ground. I wonder if the people that live there keep the free footies, or they're gracious enough to give them back. I don't know. I think things. Oh dear. Eastern Lions footy. Sits like a perfect 9-iron. Drutz has got a shove under the ball. All out of play. It's one each. Oh, you can even sense Team Eastern Lions code callers this afternoon are feeling tense. Ziggy rises!
It's a great ball in by Aaron. Still on?
So the attack is still... right at the last minute they cleared it. And they'll come again. Lions have been threatening like this all afternoon. Georgiopoulos spinning ball just over the head. I reckon that was, I don't know who, that was Charlie Fry. Ziggy, he's contesting everything right now. He's like a junkyard dog. He's chasing everything down. Ellis squares it. Inboard, Kenny. Georgiopoulos, long way out from the target. So they take it left, right. Fabrice squeezed it down the line. And
it's been nice and tight on Chrissy, so there's a good battle going over on that side there, which has been good from the two of them. So,
just an observation, boys. Now, we had a good time in the first half, but I'm sensing tension even up here with you two right now.
Yeah, it's going down to the wire. I mean, how long? We're only in the 60th minute, 63rd minute. So it's going to be a long half hour for both teams here.
Oh, an engaging half hour, a gripping half hour. Better than what is it, CIS Miami or whatever it is, all that crap on television. This is good stuff. This is entertainment. This is drama. It'll be, I reckon it's going to be Ziggy to bring it in from that far side. Oh, gee. And forced out of play. It's going to be a corner to the Eastern Lions. Well, it was a spectacular leap by Deluri. So they're threatening again. The Lions on the balance of games of the game probably should be ahead, but that's what makes this game so great. And the NPL here in Victoria, So great. Ziggy with the corner on that social club side in a 1-1 game. Oh, he got a shot. Georgiopoulos forced his way through only as far as Bagaric, who moved it away. What a battle that is. What a... Sim was manful and powerful and... Oh, this is so good. Charlie! And the calls for handball, nothing doing. Charlie's making a really bold appeal to the referee, who's not going to give ground. Here they come again. Deluri. Mohamed Boss launches it. Will Ellis. You got to love this stuff. If you don't love this, you got something other than blood in your veins. Ziggy. Drag and roll around Mohamed Boss, Georgiopoulos, Ziggy again. He's really good since half-time. He's just powered into the contest. Ziggy down for Kenny. Swinging a sway. Elects to go outside for Drootzes, who's getting arm drag. Will Ellis into the penalty area, and he just let it trickle away, and in the end the corner's conceded. Wow, this is great stuff.
Good defending there by St Albans. They sat quite deep on the edge of their 18-yard box and defended resolutely, so well done to them.
Keegan Calder and that man that we just heard, James Doyle. Thanks, boys, once again. Ziggy toward the corner flag, and he holds off the defender pretty well, but they'll get the corner. This is relentless stuff. This is how the Pride of Lions attack. They come at their prey, and right now St Albans are just hanging in there. They know the importance of this. So corner to the Lions midway inside this. Second half, it's blocked at 1-1. Oh, an airy from Georgiopoulos. Mohamed Boss almost stumbled. Runs it toward half field, looks up, sees the option. Far right, Joey Hart. Did well to control it, Hart, against Hasty, and Hasty just pops out that broad chest of his and it angles away. It's going to be a corner of the Saints. End-to-end stuff. Oh, wacko. This is a barn burner. The barn's burning. Corner to St Albans. It's a thriller in this battle to really for one of these teams to elevate themselves out of a fairly precarious position. It was scoreless at half-time, Lions ahead, Saints back through a penalty, and that's the way we stay. Oh, near post, and a big fly from 6 or 7 players, and in the end some arbitrary free kick. The goalkeepers get a pretty good ride, I reckon.
No, I think that was a great punch from Arnie. Up against a few bodies there. He's done really well.
You're a goalkeeper, you'd say that. What a game we've had this afternoon, and thanks, boys, for all your hard work. Up your oar through the afternoon sky. You see that sun again is blessing us with warmth. Well, it had played advantage. It didn't play anything. I can't see a damn thing looking into the sun. But Saints now on the move. So they've weathered something of a storm, and now they're charging back at the Toorak Road end of the ground. I'm going to say, boys, I honestly can't see very much right now. It's right. Oh, dear. So long launch from Wilkes, and the flag was up. Good stuff, James Doyle. You spotted that one early. So there's going to be some a couple more changes, I suspect. We get it hear everything happening down.
Demanchi looks like he's getting ready to come on.
Sorry, James.
Marcus Demanchi here looking like he's getting ready to come on here. So he's come from Oakley in mid-season, and he's fitting really well with the lads, and he can definitely come on and change a game. So it'd be interesting to see what he can bring to the table.
Well, it's not called the riot police time, but it's pretty frantic out there. As the Lions and the Saints 1-1, and we'll get a time call from you. Oh, skidding in the mud was Charlie Fry. They'll keep possession. It's a very, very treacherous surface, don't be mistaken. Ziggy threaded it. Georgiopoulos made the run. 2 players go to ground. Saints launch an attack. Round the corner ball. Joey Hart into the penalty area. He squares it up and Whooshka, Mohammed Boss.
Wow, that was...
Missed the target. I'm not sure. Did one of the Lions get a foot to it? Obviously, it's a corner.
I think that was a good block by Nate Sim there, if I'm correct. He's fantastic at the back now. We love to have him back.
So Joey Hart is making his presence felt for the Saints. It's a 1-1 game. It's a blockbuster. It's a barn burner. And this round 18, 15th game of the season. Eastern Lions and Saints going head to head. The goalkeeper reached and just got a fingertip to it, pushed it away. Saints will come up with it. The only man back at half field was Brad Murray. Well, they're going nowhere fast. Good stuff from Drutz just to keep the pressure on. The thread through the defence, and it's Joe Hart again, and it just went sizzling over the woodwork at the Toorak Road Inn. Now Saints are getting a bit of the footy. And you made the call, boys. Demanchi is on.
Yeah, Marcus is coming on, which is going to be great for us. He'll give us something good in the last 20 or so. Sad to see Dennis coming off. I think Dennis has been good for us today. He's really good on the ball. But can't wait for Marcus to show us what he's got in this last 20 minutes.
Oh, I love Taluri, I do. Love the way he goes about it. But he's out of the contest, and Demanchi checks in. It's such a critical time at this one too. Late afternoon in Burwood. That sun's very, very challenging for the commentary team right now. But we'll get there in the end. We'll do the hard yards. Ball into the top of the penalty area. Charlie Fry was in the way. Oh, Ziggy. Hasn't he upped it in the second half? Ziggy lofts one and the defender just arches the back. That's Jordan Wilkes again. He's been really, really stoic for the Saints this afternoon. Rizuki got the match open. He relinquishes the throw to Will Ellis. That was really good. Great chase into the corner flag. They'll get another look at it. So it's going to be an Eastern Lions ball. I'm really struggling to see down in that corner there. It's Will Ellis who'll get the toss. Power of the bicep goes short. Well, it was lost. He's skidding to the ground. Chance will still come. Ellis tried to toe poke it for, what's he calling, against the goalkeeper again, which is probably fair enough. He copped a couple of knees, I reckon. That's such as a lot of goalkeepers. Oh dear, I'm breathless. I saw a big game last night. Dandenong City making a statement in a relegation battle. One of these two teams, I've got a feeling, boys. It's in my bone. I reckon there's going to be a winner in this one. Just who it's going to be. They've gone hammer and tongue in the second half. Charlie goes round the corner, threaded it through the gap, but picked off by Kim. Will Ellis. Wouldn't mind him sliding in with Shawnee Ellis over at the Burgers. He's all right, isn't he, Will?
Will's a gun. He's probably our strongest left back when we have Ziggy as our left wing. I think Will's... If we can block this, it'd be good. Yeah, there we go. See,
he really is
formidable in the back four, Will.
And I actually am not being facetious. I said to him when he joined us in commentary, he plays big. He's got this boldness about him.
He does. He's not the biggest bloke, but he plays big.
So it's a St Albans ball. The second half started with nothing on the scoreboard. We've got a goal each. And into the deep, dark depths of the second half. Saints can clamber out of the bottom two with a result here this afternoon. Oh, ball to ground. Mohammed Boss, those pleas for handball.
Yeah,
wow.
Is that a red?
It would be very, very close, I tell you.
Okay. I'd like to have a look at that.
Yeah, very difficult to see, but Sim went down like one of the Twin Towers, didn't he? It was a crash. You could feel the reverberations. So it was a big old hit.
I think Ziggy's called for a sub, actually. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see him coming off in the next few minutes.
So Saints go to the bench again, and I reckon that's Chrissy Dibb, another former Heidelberg player, will come in to join the drama on stage. And as the boy you were talking about a little while ago, Lepage.
The Lepages come from Brimbeek, and he brings a bit of experience to us and a bit of composure up top, which is good. As we can see, he's coming on for Ziggy now. Ziggy's put in a great shift, and probably going a bit more attacking with Pagey coming on. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, Brimbank, that's up my neck of the woods. Good on your son. I'm very pleased to see the Western Region lads achieving in the NPL here in Victoria. It's 1-1. Can we, James, get a time call if you can, because it's the only accurate timepiece we have.
We're at about the 75th minute now.
You're a beautiful human being. So last 15, and this is when the goals come in the NPL in Victoria, 102 of the 270 odd this year have come in the last 15 when it gets frantic, when the handbrake comes off. Oh dear. Well, I reckon he's got cause to complain, I reckon, Joe Hart then. But you can't have it both ways. We said we'll let it go, boys, and they're letting it go. Well, thrilling stuff as Kenny lofts one. Out of play by Joey Monek. So there's nothing particularly structural about this game now. It's just let's go. Let's leave nothing out there this afternoon, boys. The afternoon sunshine continues to bless us with warmth, but just making it a little bit difficult to see. Capior was high. Oh, Kenny, the skipper, just comes belting through. No nonsense, no prisoners, the skipper. Top of the area. Well, I reckon he got infringed upon as the player tried to manoeuvre into the box. It's a mad scramble right now, isn't it?
It is. It's an end-to-end game at the moment. Both teams are sacrificing the defence, I think, and just trying to push for a winner.
And really, under the circumstances, you might as well just go for a broke mum, a boss, and he sends a skitter.
Safe hands from Arnie there.
Oh dear, what a day, what a weekend. I'm buggered. Dandenong last night, Burwood today. I'm having a rest tomorrow.
2 Oak Road this morning.
Yeah, for 3 hours. Oh dear. Saints hold fast under pressure. Eastern Lions have had their periods when you just think, oh, they're going to break them down, but they haven't. And it stays 1-1 with about 12 to play. James Doyle has been brilliant this afternoon on the clock and with his comments and commentary. We thank him for that. Oh, the over-the-top ball. Danger again. They've calls for handball. And, wow. I think that was Chris Dibb had to do the hard work. George Jopless tried to pull off the spectacular Will Ellis into the hot spot. Glancing header. Oh, lordy me. Well, this is just uncompromising and nerve-wracking, James.
Well, here's the thing. We had that whole attack and not one shot on goal. So it'd be great if we could just someone get the ball out of the feet and just have an actual shot on goal. Stop trying to walk the ball in the back of the net. We've got to test the goalkeeper a little bit here in the second half.
Oh, this is... Well, it's great stuff, but it really is this nerve-wracking white knuckle stuff. If you're at home, you're probably gripping on the couch there and the arms of the couch. Demanchi will draw the free kick. No, he won't. He concedes the free kick. I don't know. It's a 1-1 game, so critical. Live ladder. There's one game to come in this round 18. The live ladder right now, so Eastern Lions will stay a couple of points clear to relegation zone, and St Albans will leapfrog Dandenong City by a point. After Dandenong City just gave Heidelberg a whacking last night down there in Endeavour Hills. And a free kick at the other end. So a little bit stop-start right now.
Looks like Marcus has moved out to the left-hand side, and we've got Pagey straight up the middle. So it looks like they're bringing on Pagey to hold the ball up a little bit up top, and look to use Marcus and Chrissy as outlets going forward.
James Doyle on the analysis, and I tell you what, I mocked you before, James, about the sunglasses, and now both of you have got sunnies on and you're doing fine, and right now my irises have been cooked. So one of us went too soon with that call. Oh dear, so much on the line. It finished 1-1 up at Churchill Reserve earlier in the season. It's 1-1 here now. Who knew that they were going to meet again under these sort of circumstances? Spin out of trouble by Mohammed Boss. Fabrice stayed with him and pressured him out of it, kept him honest, and the ball just trundled over the line. Bang and a whack into the front half. Glancing header on to Drutz has chased it down, and he went straight into the back of Jordan Wilkes. And Saints are going to the bench again. Zero will be the man to come in, with the pressure well and truly on right now, and might be the 10 most critical minutes of the season for these two clubs. Every point, every result, every goal, every minute, every second counts when you're in a relegation scrap. We're waiting for a restart, which we will get. Into the final 10. Whoa. Nearly half cleared. Saints now. Dib. Yep. It's really well done to clear it. Now, I'm glad the referee didn't call that, just because... Nah. So, Demanchi just put his hands gingerly on the shoulder of his opponent. We went to ground, and all of a sudden we're having a Senate inquiry. Just get the game going again. Well, Ellis wants to have a word. And a little bit of confusion.
We have Malish coming on for Yanis Georgopoulos. Yeah.
Georgopoulos has put in a shift. He should. Nope. So Ellis launches it down that left-hand lane. Dib with the clearance. Ellis was neat, and he had to do it again, and the pressure came from Brad Murray and the two Bulls crashing in contest. What's he called there? It doesn't matter. It is what it is, and Georgopoulos will launch it. 45-degree angle, about a suburb away from the CBD.
I think we'd love to have Big James Doyle on for this one. Get the big noggin onto it.
Georgopoulos launches it right into the hot spot, the goalkeeper. Well, he was looking into the sun, and it just bobbled a little as he clutched it to his breadbasket. That was great stuff from Demanchi. It stays in play. Georgopoulos goes outside, fakes outside, goes inside, square ball. Oh, Kenny had to chase it down, did well in the end. Kenny again, the skipper. Upfield for Drutsis. Well done, Mohammed Boss. Got his foot in there. Fabrice round the corner ball. Drutsis with the cross, and it got a cannon, and it's going to be a corner. Wow, it's winding up, and it's like a pressure cork, isn't it? I don't know what a pressure cork is. I just made something up, boys. It's one each. And might get a time call from you, James, again, if we can, because I've got an eye on the clock at the moment.
About 7 minutes left.
Oh, it's going to be a long 7 minutes.
Seems like the half's gone on forever.
I don't know, I reckon it's been a beauty. It's been a beauty. Eastern Lions 1, Saints 1, corner, hot spot, leap, and angled away. Foot races on. The hook back, Kenny got the body check. Kenny runs to receive from Georgopoulos. This is wonderful stuff. And the Saints clear Mohamed Boss. Oh, how good was that? Just the contest, those two then. What a struggle, what a contest, what an afternoon here at Gardners Creek. Ball out of play. Lions will get it back. Defensive half, right lane change. Malish will get the call.
That's what I like coming off in this instance. He'd be one of the ones who'd be looking, as I said earlier, to get on the ball and look to play forward. He won't like coming off in this instance, but Malesh will look lively and will come on and with an attacking presence. So hopefully Malesh can make a difference.
Visibly disappointed there, Mr. Georgopoulos.
It's like you two. I mean, you've gone from being bubbling and ebullient, and it's like you're riding the game out here in the stands. It must be tough.
You want to be part of these games. These are the ones you want to be part of, and yeah, I mean, as I said, it sucks. It sucks not being part of it.
I mean, just stuck up here with me, which just doubled it. And it's a cruel, cruel world, isn't it, Malesh? Oh, Will Ellis running onto it. He drives into the penalty area. Will Ellis. Oh, gee, the double team paid off. Will was so bold and determined, wasn't he? Fantastic stuff. As we race toward the finish line. It's going to be a throw into the lines. Doesn't get better than this, boys. This is fantastic stuff. Malesh holds his ground. Dib with the header. He just had the height to win the aerial duel, but it's a corner to the Eastern Lions. We'll just keep an eye on the fourth official too. He's got nice hair. It's very neat. Well coiffed.
Definitely put a curve through it. Very nice.
It's going to be a corner to the Eastern Lions in this round 18 blockbuster. It's a corner. It's 1-1. The tension again. Oh, it's like watching those Die Hard movies right towards the climax. Corner deep, far post. Charlie needs to chase it down. He keeps it in play. Jordan Wilkes left with him. Oh, lots happening in close quarters. Too long for the goal. Not too long for the goalkeeper. In the end, he just sort of had to throw the shoulder back and scurry across and right-footed. Will Ellis, the pressure will come from Joe Hart. This has been a fabulous game. There's somebody down behind play.
Charlie Fry looks down in play.
I don't know. Look, and I'm not sure if... I don't think there was anything untoward, but he's hit the deck for sure, Charlie Fry. Oh, this is nerve-jangling stuff. So it is 1-1, locked up between these two sides on this Saturday afternoon. It's been rough and it's been tough and it's been mean and it's been keen. And it's been played in really good spirit. Now Charlie's heading toward...
Looks like his thumb, I think, for Charlie Fry.
Yeah, he's
His thumb, yeah.
All right, so Charlie off. Charlie's down below us. The play goes on.
Eastern Lions down to 10 men here. So St Albans will be looking to manufacture a good attack. Losty seem to be dropping back into the centre back role, and Chrissy's playing as a lone man up front.
And the flag went up. Lions ball back now. We're certainly creeping into the depths of this one. It's one each. Is there a winner here? Eastern Lions have had periods of domination. Saints have held fast. They've stayed in the contest. Ellis for Demantia, who galloped away and had nowhere to go. And it's off a little bit off the footy happening between Sean Kenny and Brad Murray. Play goes on. So they're going to manoeuvre it from the back again, the Lions. Charged down by Cam Well. No quarter asked, no quarter given. So James Doyle, I'm going to impose on you to look at that clock again, if you wouldn't mind, because...
Just over 2 minutes there, Blake.
Oh, you're a beautiful human being. So about 120 seconds to come of regulation. There'll be a bit of time on. The bloke that's given the comb and the hair product a bit of working over, we'll keep an eye on him. That's a very good point. The fourth official, of course. Have we got a winner in this one at Gardners Creek this afternoon?
There we go.
It's a bold run. Well, is there something in this for the Lions? No. Oh, it was a tepid delivery in the end. Reeked of Australia Post.
Unfortunately, another chance gone missing for us. We're just a little bit lacklustre in that final third, and we need a bit of magic here.
So may well finish the same as it did in round 4. And the scramble is still on. We've looked to that 4th official down below us. My thanks again to you two boys. You've been magnificent in commentary this afternoon, and we thank the Eastern Lions again. Thanks for all the... no, he's never going to chase that down.
He's offside.
We're talking Ben Johnson at the Olympics in '88 if he had to reach that. It's never going to happen. Well, the thrill line's continuing, but time is certainly a factor now. The golden ticket's still waiting if one of these two teams can produce, as you mentioned a moment ago, Keegan Collar, something magical. We'd love it. Oh, scoop ball for
Here we go.
Drutsis. And Drutsis is outsmarted on that occasion by Jordan Wilkes, the captain, out of play. We'll have a look at the 4th official. Up he goes. Whooshka with the board. We can't see it. I reckon there's 4. So that'll be 240 seconds. Sounds longer when you say it that way. Belted upfield by Jordan Wilkes. And it's going to be a Saints ball. Wow. Is this a winner or a loss, boys, if it stays this way?
Loss. I don't know what you think, James, but I think it's a loss.
Yeah, look, for us, I think we definitely came in with the mentality and the group that we thought we could, especially at home, come away with a win here today. So anything less than that will be a loss.
Well, Saints will be cock-a-hoop because after that lousy run of results, we've had a couple of consecutive draws. And they'll still come. We're into stoppage time in the second half at Gardeners Creek. A gorgeous sunset on the horizon. But both these teams, it's not sunset for them. They've still got plenty to play for. So the Lions go to Hume, I think, next Saturday. That's a big one. And Saints home to Port Melbourne. Demanchi tried to out-muscle Chris Dibb. Wasn't happening. It was 0-0 at half-time. The go-ahead, Ziggy Bracusi early in the second half. Penalty for the Saints. Shortly afterwards, it's 1-1. That's the way it stayed. Not much football to come. Time clock says about 2 minutes of stoppage.
Corner.
This might be it, boys.
Go on, Nate Sim. Get your head on it. No, Nate Sim staying back.
So, Keegan Caller, James Doyle, I'll just say one more time, thank you so much, boys. Really much appreciated. It's been fun and really good stuff. And the corner launched deep, far post, too long for Charlie Fry. Loops in the air. No one down for the Lions except for Will Ellis. From a distance, lofts it top of the penalty area. Charlie couldn't get the head to it, I reckon. Wilkes did. No. Doesn't go out of play. Mohamed Boss clears it. No, he doesn't. Oh dear, might be the time for...
This is what I mean, Blakey. We're still trying to walk the ball into the back of the net. We just have a shot on target and pressure the keeper.
That was just agonising, wasn't it? Oh dear. Well, I am suggesting at this point that this will be the last roll of the dice, I reckon, for either side. Lepage goes across to take the corner. Good Brimbank boy. Do us proud, my friend. Just on the ground. So, at that incredibly elegant rich person's end of the ground, the outswing, a hot spot goal. Unbelievable. How about that? And Fabrice grabs a critical goal and he's absolutely mobbed. Holy moly, boys, what a finish. The Brimbank boy delivers the corner and Aaron Fabrice gets the go-ahead for the Lions and they pop 5 points away from the relegation zone. What drama here?
Sorry, Blakey might have been a bit biased there, but can't help the reaction. It's a fantastic goal by Aaron. He's played really well today and got a goal as well, so good on him.
Fantastic corner from Page as well, you got to add.
Yeah.
He's from Brimbank. He's a Brimbank boy. All right, don't worry about that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, I reckon at best 60 seconds of stoppage. And the Eastern Lions lead it, and again, another last 15 minutes goal, boys. I told you the stat was going to... You've got to follow the stats, particularly if you're me, because you've got nothing else in your life. My back goes out more often than I do. Oh, dear. It's going to be a throw into the Lions. Fantastic stuff. What an afternoon. Celebrating over at the Social Club tonight, no doubt, if they can hang on. Saints still want to have a say in this, though. We're in stoppage time. Drama on this Saturday afternoon. You can't not enjoy this stuff. And I reckon you're right, James Doyle.
Nearly 4 minutes played already.
So there was 4 minutes time added on. There's a collision there. There's a free kick.
That's it.
And that is where that is where we say enough is enough on this Saturday afternoon here in Burwood. What a second half. What a finish. And the Eastern Lions get their second home win of the year, and a critical one as well. A late winner, Aaron Fabrice off the bench. And it's 2-1. I've got to say thanks again to our two guests from the Eastern Lions. Oh, boys, Keegan Calder and James Doyle, thanks. Well, I know it's not biased. You've been terrific in your commentary this afternoon, but what an afternoon and what a gripping struggle it was.
Yeah, it was, and thanks again for having us, Blakey. It was a great game. It was as expected. Both teams wanted it a lot, and it just so happened to fall Eastern Lions away. We wish St Albans all the best for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolute pleasure to be here with you, Blakey. A fan favourite, as I said before. So, yeah, massive result for the Lions today, and hopefully we take some confidence into next week.
Well, there's a couple of boys sitting up here with me in commentary that will rejoin the Lions right now. It's probably a good time, because that was an exceptional... Saints gave it everything. And you've got to feel for them a little bit. But a late winner from Aaron Fabrice, and it finishes 2-1. A wham, bam, thank you, ma'am afternoon at Eastern Lions. They get up by 2-1. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage live and exclusive on Football Victoria as we bring an end to this one at Burwood this afternoon.
All good. Thanks, Blakey. Come on, we'll get the
Thanks.
Yeah, all good. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you very much. Good on you, Blakey.
Very grateful to you both. And you're welcome back. And James, I'm telling you, you've got a career in this.
He's good, isn't he? Believe it, Blakey. Thanks, mate.
You take care.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Indeed. Enjoy tonight. Get on.
Yep.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll be down in about 3 hours. Thank you, boys. Oh, wow. Oh, how did it scrub up all right?
Yep.
Good stuff. Don't injure yourself again, Pete.